forearm, wrist, you're going to be using your trusty like straight edge Goni. I don't actually know what the official term for this is. Next time, so if you don't have this one today, you borrow a friend's. And then next time, make sure you bring in those little finger Gonis if you have them. There's some that have kind of like a weird angle, so that way you can get into finger extension and get into finger flexion without an end of the goniometer getting in the way. This one will serve you well if you don't happen to have the other one, but just some food for thought. So we're gonna do pronation, supination first. These are actually super easy. It's just, pronating, supinating the arm. Both norms are 80 degrees. And you're gonna have your patient seated with their arm, I'm rolling over things. Arm supported on the table. I'm gonna lower this down just a little so that you're not too terribly abducted, then you can just bring your arm in line with your body.
Oh.
So you're starting in a neutral position for,
Are you guys putting on the screen too?
oh, sorry.
Sorry guys.
Thank you. You're just gonna have him start in neutral pronation, supination. This way I know he has 0 because I can get him to pronate and supinate past 0. And the axis for both of these is gonna be kind of that imaginary line from your ulnar styloid. For supination, you're gonna actually have your Goni on the volar surface, or palmar, however you wanna think about that. And the axis is gonna be in line with that Goni. The stationary arm is gonna be perpendicular to the ground, so that's your 0. And then your 0, with this one, you're just gonna have him supinate, making sure that elbow isn't coming over, that he isn't trying to, add AD duct or AV duct the arm or anything. Just coming over. This will also be a firm and feel any pain there. Good. To me, that looks like it's about 75 degrees. Oh, for some of you, I mentioned this to a couple people. Some of you, when you were giving me estimates this morning, you're like 37 degrees or 22 degrees. Unless your eyes are goniometers, give them to me in 5s, like 25 degrees, 30 degrees.
Was anyone correct in their estimate?
I mean, if you're like, that's 22.5 degrees, I'd be like, yo. Anyways, so give estimates in 5-ish degrees. That looks like it's about 65 degrees. That looks like it's about 70 degrees, 75. That's as close as your estimate needs to get. So to me, that looks like he's about 75 degrees, normal being 80, 0 to 80 degrees. So then coming back to where that ulnar styloid process is, and he's at 72 degrees. Questions about supination? All right, so for pronation, same thing, also going to be a firm end feel. When you're doing this, making sure that he's not lifting up the elbow, not trying to A-B duct. He actually looks like he might have about like a full 90, but I'm getting that firm end feel. I'm not getting any kind of weird, soft, squishy, anything. And then also just making sure that you're palpating that or stabilizing at the elbow to make sure he's not doing anything kind of crazy there. Any pain? Okay. So then axis is the same, in line with that ulnar styloid process, same parallel or perpendicular to the floor. This time you're just following the dorsal side of the wrist. Sorry, gotta get my brain working too. And this one is just proximal. Sorry, I think I said it's just proximal to that styloid process. And he is at, stop moving, 88 degrees. Normal being 80. Questions on